I want to talk about how to package service offers correctly so that you don't freak out your potential client and have them run away crying like a little girl. I see this all the time when I am dealing with a potential freelancer, and we've chatted for a little bit, and I try to ask them about the price and all that stuff. And often I'll get back a service offer that's kind of just crazy. And it typically falls into one of two camps, and it makes me very uncomfortable, and then I don't want to do the deal. The first camp is too rigid. You see this with freelancers who have been burned a few times, and they'll have literally like a 3-page contract, and it will say, not available after 5:30 p.m., must be scheduled 2 weeks in advance, net 30, all these other terms that show that they've been burned by clients who haven't paid them or who haven't been responsive. And so in response, they've come up with this onerous term sheet that I have to agree with. And my first inclination is, screw you. I understand your needs, but frankly, there's a lot of fish in the sea, and I'd rather work with someone who's loose and friendly rather than someone who has this very, very detailed and onerous term sheet. Maybe they might be the best, but the fact is I'd often rather work with someone who's nicer and more flexible than someone who is the best. And that's just the fact of the matter. The second type of mistaken service offering is actually not being rigid enough. Kind of saying, oh, I can do this, but this, and I can also do this, and oh yeah, I can do this. I can do SEO and video editing and content production and optimization. And also, I can walk your dog. Well, as soon as you start to be a jack of all trades, you start to be not as worthwhile. And I don't want to pay you as much because I start thinking of you as basically an assistant. An assistant who would be making $10 to $20 an hour, not a specialist in, for example, optimization or even dog walking who could command rates of maybe even $50 an hour, okay? If you are the world's best dog walker or dog walkers for stay-at-home dads, that is a very nice niche that you can charge a very nice price for. The point is your service offering has to be a balance between being rigid so that you make sure you get paid, but also flexible so that clients want to work with you. How do you do this? You'll be able to train your intuition as you go along. One of the best ways to do it is to simply ask the client, hey, how do you prefer to do this? There are a variety of options. We can do contracts bi-weekly. We can have you pay me every so often. I can meet you once a week or once a month. It all depends on what the client wants. Some clients don't want to talk to you. They just want an email update. I prefer to talk to my freelancers, the people that I work with, usually once a week. Once you get inside their head, then you can understand what's the best service offering. And once you understand the best service offering, you can close your clients and raise your rates.